let's move on to the main event. We see the Mythical Mermaids and the Devious Duat facing off in the most exciting battle of this week. Would you like to introduce our first team?
So our first team is going to be the Mythical Mermaids uh with led by Mizu. My brain's not working. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. My brain doesn't work all the time.
They're playing for the Humane Society of Tampa Bay, and they are currently 11th at 3-4, just above me in the placement at the moment. But who knows? And then their first team is going to be, or their first Pokemon is going to be Dragapult at 5-4, putting in quite a bit of work. Dragapult, the newer Pokemon, it's like really good. Not new, but new as in the generation before this last one.
Yeah,
Dragapult,
Dragapult's
very speedy.
really good, really fast, really good type coverage. Can be run special or physical. You don't know what to expect when you see a Dragapult.
Dragapult also has a support build too, but that's besides the
Oh,
point.
does it?
Yes. And then you also have Great Tusk, which currently is 0-2, but that can easily be changed. It's an OU for a reason.
That thing
Um,
is strong.
you go to UU with Mimikyu, 3-4. I wish I got my hands on that because the current best trick room setter in the entire game, but it's okay.
I know there were so
Um,
many people fighting for Mimikyu though, so
yeah. Uh, and then you have Noivern at 4-4, currently going even. Noivern is a very, very good Pokemon, one of my favorites overall, one of my absolute favorite dragon types. And then you go to the RU's the Cloister at 5-3. Cloister putting in a lot of work, and the reason why I lost my battle. Um, Rosa Raid at 0-1 and Miss Magius at 0-2. Both of them, they can both get there. I believe in them. They have a while before they do stuff. Miss
I
Magius, a
believe.
Pokemon I want to see more of. I love Miss Magius, being my wizard aesthetic. So,
Yes.
and then you have in the NUs Vaporeon at 1-3. Snorlax at 0-2 and Hitmontop at 2-4. Both of them, or all three of them, are doing very well for what they're supposed to be doing.
Snorlax
Vaporeon
is
being the reason
chunky.
why they're able to do stuff a couple weeks ago in one of the fights. Vaporeon's very something. Oh, sorry, my bad. That was Leafeon, my bad. Vaporeon was. My brain's not working.
It
Anyways, you
happens.
have Leafeon and PU, the one that I was talking about a couple weeks ago, that was able to make the team absolutely able to do stuff at 3-3. Leafeon putting in the work, very, very slept on. And then there is the Vigavolt, Rotom Frost, and Claydol, all three of them at 0-1. But they'll get there.
Oh yeah, for sure. The Vikavolt and Claydol not really meant to get the knockouts. It's more meant to be trap setups, but still really good. Like Vikavolt is a really good Pokemon too. Really surprising type coverage. Um, yeah, this team does have a really decent knockout spread. Just I mean, has gotten a little bit more losses than wins, but I mean, it happens. This is still a really strong team, and really the person who's really new to competitive too. So the fact that they have as many wins as they do is great for someone who's new to competitive. They're completely new to this, like to even like battling too. So it's really good to see um, a good performance from this team. But their opponents, though, to try to get this record even. I don't know words apparently. The Devious Dewotts, led by Apollo Paladin, who we see in chat right here, has changed their bio. Goldango is Mr. Krabs, and anyway, playing for the Doctors Without Borders charity, currently sixth place at 5-2. The fact that you can have record of 5-2 and be in sixth place is kind of crazy to me. Um, Anyway, the Oyumons, the Goldango, just showing how good of a Pokemon it actually is. With a 13-2 record right now, um, String Cheese Man, Mr. Krabs, whatever you want to call him, he's just something to be scared of. Um, I think even leading the league in knockouts right now. I could be wrong though. But the Dragonite is followed closely behind it in knockouts at 7-3. Another Pokemon that has had a 6-0 sweep just recently. Um, really good, like just a bulky, strong, hard hitting Pokemon here. The Yuyumon, sorry, the Gyarados is at 0-0. He has shown his face, I believe, but he just hasn't had the chance to do anything. And the Scizor is at 2-1. Scizor is another Pokemon that's just really fantastic, really good for just hitting hard and moving fast with Bullet Punch. Really a Pokemon to be scared of. The RU Pokemon here, we see the Blissey at 2-1, gross, but Blissey's really good at being able to just stall. Um, just really high special defense, not really high physical defense, but with the HP stat, it does sort of make up for it. The Milotic at 0-1, I love Milotic personally. It's such a good Pokemon. I do hope to see it more. Do hope to see it do more in the future, but we will see what happens. The Grimmsnarl is at 3-1 as well. You had a Pokemon. If you had a nickel for having Pokemon you didn't plan on using, lead the league in KO to faint ratio, you'd have 2 nickels, which is not. It's strange it happened twice. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Yeah, no, these Pokemon are fantastic. The Enumons, the Oricorio base form, which is the fire flying type, it is at 0-2. It might be at 0-2, but it has done a lot of work, especially in my battle against this team. Able to use Swagger and got confusions, and Air Slash got the flinches. I almost got confusion flinched a couple times, so that was fun. The Paldean Tauros is at 0-1, and the Tyrantrum is also at 0-1. Two Pokemon that I do feel could be a lot better. They just have been getting outshined by this Goldango and Dragonite. The PU mods of this team with that Weezing at 4-3. The Weezing, something that also doesn't have too many knockouts but has been really annoying. Getting the Will-O-Wisps, getting the Toxic Spike setups, able to do so much with this Pokemon and just chonk out hits to just not die. Weezing is really good. We see the newly traded Manectric from this team at 0-0, traded from the Lilligants. Oh no. Hold on. Who was Lilligant? Who got Lilligant? Oh, right, the Raichu Raiders got Lilligant. Okay. Yeah, I completely forgot to mention that earlier. Yeah, there was a trade that happened. The Devious Dewotts traded their Manectric for the Lilligants. So yeah, the Manectric is here. Hasn't been brought because it was just traded. But we do see the Houndoom at 1-1, being brought for the first time last week, getting a knockout, but also getting a feint. And the Druddigon. Druddigon is something that has not been brought yet either, but I think should be, because I ran Druddigon in the PCL, and I love him. He is a good boy, and needs to be used more. But anyway, let's see. Or do you have any thoughts on this team? I should ask first.
Well, let's just move on.
Okay, I do. I'm sorry. Let's do the starting lineups with these two teams. As I was hoping you had some thoughts, because I had the yawn. Let me see.
Oh, okay, Oricorio buddy, let's go.
Yeah, Oricorio buddies, yay. We see the Mythical Mermaids with that Dragapult, the first Oumon, I'm sorry. We see both the Oumons here, the Dragapult with Great Tusk. We also see the Leafeon coming back, the Vaporeon, the two Evolutions, the Friendos here just chilling. We see, well, it's not chilling because it's not a Glaceon, but whatever. The Mimikyu is coming back, and the Cloyster is coming back as well. But we do see the Goldango, Mr. Krabs, Mr. Cheese Man, String Cheese, whatever the heck, Surfer Dude, I don't know. Goldango is coming back. We also see the Paldean Tauros, the Scizor, the Gyarados making its second appearance, I think, the Grimmsnarl, and the Weezing. What are your thoughts seeing the starting lineup here?
It just seems like it's going to be a very even match game.
I think so too. You do see the Goldango, but the Dragapult is like actually a direct counter to that, as well as the Great Tusk. Great Tusk being a good ground type to be able to do a lot of damage, and Dragapult able to outspeed the Goldango. But we have seen Baton Pass strats from the Devious Dewotts, so could potentially, I don't know if there's any Pokemon that can Baton Pass a speed boost onto this Goldango, so we will see what happens here. Very balanced two teams here. Let's jump into things. Let's go with our main event for week 8. That's it. Let's go. The Mythical Mermaids leading with the Vaporeon, with the Devious Dewotts then leading with that Gyarados. Of course, the Intimidate's going to come through. Not really going to do anything for Vaporeon, but the Taunt being used right away from this Gyarados. And the Acid Armor, a really good prediction from this Gyarados here. Leafeon being swapped in from this Vaporeon, with a Dragon Dance being set up from this Gyarados. And the Ice Fang connecting, but not doing too much, or not knocking out this Leafeon. Leafeon going for the Sword Stance. Might be too little too late, though. The Ice Fang is able to take down this Leafeon here. The Vaporeon then comes back in. Another taunt coming through. Another Acid Armor being used. The repeat of turn 1. Cloyster being swapped out from this Vaporeon here. Another Dragon Dance. Like, pretty much exact same thing that just happened. A Waterfall. Of course a resistant hit, but it doesn't get the flinch. It doesn't, but the Rock Blast misses the Gyarados. The Waterfall connects again. But the Rock Blast does connect. Is it able to do enough damage to knock out this Gyarados? It looks like it will. Not. Gyarados living on 1% HP. But the Ice Shard priority move able to take down this Gyarados. Each team down 1 Pokemon. The rock, paper, scissors coming in. The Scizor replacing the Gyarados with a Sword Stance being set up by the Scizor. And a Bullet Punch. Not doing a pretty good chunk of damage considering how chonky Vaporeon is. The Wish being set up from Vaporeon and an Acid Armor being set up with a dual Wing Beat. Doing some really good damage too, but the Mago Berry bringing it back to half HP, and the Wish then coming true to bring the Vaporeon back to almost full. The switch from the Scizor into the Grimmsnarl here, though, the Gremlin. The Baton Pass, passing the defenses onto this Mimikyu here. The Thunder Wave, though, is going to paralyze this, really hindering this Mimikyu, with the Play Rough connecting, taking down the Grimmsnarl in just 1 hit. COVID-19, the Weezing, the Mimikyu going for a Shadow Claw onto this Weezing here, with the Clear Smog going to take away the defenses of this Mimikyu and burst the disguise here. I love the name. The switch from the Mimikyu into the Vaporeon here with a Shadow Ball connecting, only doing 9% of the damage of this Vaporeon. Vaporeon just being such a tank here. Another Acid Armor being set up from the Vaporeon with a Memento from the Weezing, knocking itself out and lowering the attack and special attack of the Vaporeon. The Goldango swapping in. The Shadow Ball connecting, doing some good damage, dropping the special defense of the Vaporeon with a Baton Pass. Interesting Baton Pass here. Gonna bring all the stat drops here. The Goldango is able to outspeed a Dragapult, interestingly, and take it down in 1 shot. Vaporeon then coming back in. The Shadow Ball doing another decent chunk of damage here, with a Wish then being set up from this Vaporeon. Another Shadow Ball connecting. I'm wondering if this Goldango's Choice Scarfed here. Acid Armor being set up again here. The Wish coming true to bring it back to over half HP, with another Shadow Ball connecting to this Vaporeon here, with another Wish being set up. Another Shadow Ball smacking the Vaporeon. And the Scald burning Mr. Krabs and doing a little bit more than a third of its HP. The burn not really mattering here because it's using special attacks. Able to do just more damage to this Vaporeon with another Wish just coming through. Another Shadow Ball connecting. Yeah, this
100% scarfed.
100% scarfed. Another Acid Armor being set up here from this Vaporeon with the Wish bringing it back to over HP. Over half HP. I can't speak. Another Shadow Ball. Doing more damage from the special defense drop with a Wish coming through now. This is such a nail biter, I know. And the Shadow Ball is able to take down this Vaporeon finally. Each team with 3 Pokemon left. The Mimikyu does show his face again. The Goldango getting scared, going into the Scizor with a Shadow Sneak coming through from this Mimikyu. The Rocky Helmet and the Life Orb doing a lot of chip damage here. The immediate switch into this Cloyster, though. The dual Wing Beat is able to take down the Cloyster. Great Tusk shows his face with the Booster Energy, boosting his attack here. Outspeeding, going for the Fire Fang and taking down the Scizor with that quad effective hit. The Paldean Tauros showing up again, or showing up here. The Zen Headbutt not taking down the Great Tusk, who doesn't get the flinch, so it does not. The Zen Headbutt coming back in return, and the immediate switch in from the Great Tusk into the Mimikyu, with the Zen Headbutt able to take down this Mimikyu here. Great Tusk showing his face again, but it might be too late. The Paldean Tauros able to outspeed and take down the Great Tusk with the Devious Dewott as the winners of the main event of this battle. What were your thoughts on that battle?
I appreciated the sacrifice play with the Vaporeon going baton pass into Dragapult. That is a play that I would do. That is a very me play.
A very, very good showing from the Mythical Mermaids here. Just again, the maybe she didn't know that baton passes all stats. I
Oh
don't know.
no, my brain says that they knew. They made a sacrifice. They said, "Nah, I want my Vaporeon to be the one to do this. I'm gonna get rid of it, get a free switch in base from it basically,
Well, that's
and remove
fair.
all the tap stuff." That is
That's
a
fair.
play that I would do. That is a 100% me tricky play.
That's fair. Yeah. Really good showing from the Mythical Mermaids here and the Devious Duets. Um, uh, yeah.